G'day. When was the last time you did a major spring clean on the cassette toilet in your Caravan? A little while ago? Maybe never? It's probably a good idea to do it. This video I'm going to give you a whole breakdown of how to pull the whole thing apart, how to clean it properly, and check all the seals and all the bits and bobs and make certain that there's no drama coming up in the future, because you certainly don't want a flood of the sewage inside the Caravan. So let's go. Good morning, top of the morning to you. Now this is where all the action starts. So what I do initially is I unlock it and then lock it straight away. The reason I do that is in case when I'm travelling I haven't closed it properly. So in it goes, unlock it, it pops out, open the door, then immediately I lock it again. So that when I close this and close that, then I'll be able to go on my merry way. And inside here lives the beast. So let's look at that next section. These are my two favourite additives. The Portasol is for adding each time that you clean out the cassette, and the Power Gel is used to line the inside of the toilet bowl to make things a smoother operation. No lights on the top or lights down near the bottom where you pull out. That's a good sign. It means that it's not over full, and it means that the cassette has not been removed. Two lights on. There's a glow down the bottom, and also there's a red light up there. That's basically saying that the cassette has been removed. Do not use this facility. You're probably asking yourself, what on earth is he doing this whole video, or some of the video, inside a kitchen? Well, I'm sure there is a story to it, but at least I've got good lighting and I can get it over and done with. Whereas if I try and take it outside, there's way too much noise. So here's one I prepared earlier. This is the cassette. Now what I've done is I've done a little test so to make certain I had to be showing you something and have problems. Some of the problems I've already had were when I took the nozzle off. That was fine, and part of it is once you do that, clean it inside and out, and then clean the rubber seals. But I couldn't be bothered doing it, being lazy, didn't do the rubber seals, couldn't get it back on. Now, why I'm holding it, I've had liquid in here, and I'm just giving it a bit of a shake. You're meant to leave that liquid in cleaner. You're meant to leave the cleaner in for 16 hours, and it's been in 17. It's okay, I won't show you what's inside. I'm going to work around all that sort of stuff. To successfully clean the cassette, you need a product like this. This is the one that I'm pretty sure is going to do a pretty good job. Now, for the cleaning of the internals, what you're trying to do really is get rid of the scale, the calcium buildup. And that can be pretty hard to get off. So they suggest pouring this liquid into it, diluted, and leave it for 16 hours. So see how we go with that. Okay, here we go. Now I've got these gloves. They're called Super Protector. Let's hope they are. Surgery. So the different components, the reason I've got it facing you this way is I want to show you a little trick. Without this, nothing can be done. See this little button here, it actually clicks out, because inside the Caravan normally you will pull this out to be able to do what you want to do, okay? But you can't do it once that's clicked in. So pull as you might, same as if you're in the Caravan, you think, oh, I'll just use the toilet. This has got to be able to click out. So click it out, and this will come out. The next thing you do is you want to remove this. To remove it, you've got to go anti-clockwise. It could be a bit tough. There we go. So you take this off. Now don't be alarmed because I've already cleaned it a bit. In here is the main part of it. You also need to take this off. This is the breather. Screw it around a quarter of a turn, lift it off. That's got to be cleaned. And this is called the output, I think it is. Strange name, I thought they would have called it something else. Anywho, you've got to turn it right round, almost as far as it'll go. Now come back a bit and have a little wiggle. It's about there, I think. There we go. And it's off. Now, the first thing I did was I cleaned this. Get yourself a some sort of brush to be able to get in here and get on there. That'll clean that. Something that some of the other videos haven't talked about is the mechanism here. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's chrome steel rods that go down, and once this is released, so it can go back and forth, that's when you're in the Caravan and you're pulling it out. So if it, for a long period of time, what happens in here, a lot of the water will calcify and make calcification throughout the system, the system. And that's when all the stuff comes out, you know, the yakety-yaketies, which I won't show you, be happy to know. A lot of that is actually calcification. So what mine was so bad, that what I did was I just got a little screwdriver, or you could get a bit of sandpaper, and I got all the calcium off these. So it means now, see how you can go back and forth easily? And if it's not going easily, you might find along here, it's not rust, it's calcium. So check that out. So you might want to check that, fix that. And now let's assume you've done all the hard work. Let's put it all, get back together. But before we do, you need to buy some silicone. And the one they talk about, the other videos I've seen, they're all English or American. And so the one I've got is our local one, WD-40 silicone. I'm hoping that's the right one. I'm pretty sure it is. So what you do is you put silicone on everything. So let's put silicone on everything. This has got like a little seal, rubber seal running around there. So I'll give that a little dose. Reasonably generous. And that just screws onto there. You turn around, you find out where it's going to fit probably. Just there, there. There it is. And just turn it. That one's done. Whew, easy. This one gave me the grief the other day. I'll do that in a minute. This one here, your main one. So you've got rubber seals all around it. If in doubt, a little on the inside. Okay. So if you recall, when we took it off, we took it off anti-clockwise. So this time we should be putting it on clockwise. Clock goes that way, yeah. Beautiful. Now that will be easier to get on and off. I might do it again, but easier to get on and off now if you ever need to. We As I say, if in doubt. Now this is the guide that comes back and forth, which we use inside the Caravan. Clicks back in and now we can't pull it out. That's the safety mechanism. Just click that thing to open it. There we go, beautiful, look at that. Okay, that's done, that's done. Now the tricky one. Wish me luck on this. There's the seal. See the rubber seal running around there? Don't know why it was so hard the other day, but anyway. Okay. So somewhere around here. I got it back on. Here's the tip for you. To be honest, I'm not sure you really ever need to take this off, because when you undo the thread on it, which is always easy to do, and you've got a some sort of bottle cleaner to clean in and out of that, there's really no reason to take it off. So as you can see, very tricky to get back on. So yeah, round she goes, and we're all done. That's done, lubricated. That's done, lubricated. That's lubricated, and I lubricated that before I went in. So that's pretty much the service. Now, if you do need to get hold of some of the parts, believe me, they really, really hit you hard. Now, I've not seen any of these actually fall into the dump point, but I know for sure they have. I've met people on the track who said, oh yeah, we've lost one and all that. Very expensive, so you really want to be sure what's going on with that. When I get to the dump point, I always put it to one side, give it a bit of a rinse out and think, righto, I'll get back to it. But it's always pretty close to the dump point. I never put it anywhere near it in case it falls in the hole. Now, an amazing thing is when I was cleaning this, I found something broken inside there. Never knew it was broken. And I don't know, at some stage I must have just tipped it out with the goodies, or not so much goodies, the baddies. Yeah, it's the float. The float's not broken, it's just not there. So I've ordered a new one, again, not cheap. And the float actually tells the toilet inside to get a little light, says, hey, I'm full. So I've just been very lucky, because the last thing you want to do is have one of these overflow inside the Caravan. And here's a little anecdote. I did meet someone who, when this is out of the Caravan, a red light comes on. Now, this particular person didn't realise it was early in the morning. Anyway, they've done what they had to do, and meanwhile, this was down at the dump point with the partner. I'm sorry to give you that visual, but so just be aware. If you come in and you're working as a team, just keep an eye on. If you've got a red light on the toilet, leave it. Don't go near it. There you go. All reconditioned. Whew. If you've never been to one, this is what a dump point looks like. This is in a Caravan park, so it's a little bit different to the normal national parks, etc. Just need to lift this up. And that's it. I've never really been to one that's been awful and yucky. Everybody understands once they've used it to clean it out, so that's sort of what it looks like. Okay, to empty it, there's the right way and the very right way. I'm going to show you the very right way. So you undo your cap, put it somewhere way away from there, just there so you know where it is. You take it down at this 90 degrees, you see how I've got that? Now this way you shouldn't spill much before you get it down there. That's the plan. If I wanted to go fast, I'll press this little yellow button. So far, nothing has been spilled. Give it a little shake. Clean up after myself. And that's about it. To return the cassette, grab the handle here, wheels in first, push it, listen for a click, click, close it. Well, there you have it, as usual. Now, I hope that that video has helped you a fair bit. Don't forget, if you're going to do that, make certain you get that liquid. Make certain you leave it in for 16 hours. I got a little bit impatient, but I did it twice. And in fact, what I'm doing right now is I've got, you know when you put lemons in a kettle, that you can get rid of the scaling. So what I've done is I've put half a dozen lemons inside the cassette, and I'm unable to give you the result, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. Now, if you found the video helpful, useful and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And if you think the video is worth sharing, that too would be great. Until next time, this is Paul Wheel Drive, signing off.